in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. So Purdue's offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Watkins. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's crease court. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive. Play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but they can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Now on first down from the 28. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And the defense defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And a sack all the way back at the 5. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with them and forced the punt.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
To the air, it's Montgomery. The screen, he's got wheels. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Here's the pressure. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Runs through a tackle. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. And the Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a...
Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. It's a running touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. That's reeled in, it's Anderson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Homer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The quick out. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. It's complete to the right. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Off play action. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The screen, he can go. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Anderson. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Smith takes the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. Under fire. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there in West Point. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole and getting positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quick completion on the out route. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the right. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Loss on 1st down. Increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 35. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To throw, it's Montgomery. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Fights off a defender.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Sends it back in motion. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead and had a great day today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. They give it to him again. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.